Hello everybody, this is John Evans and you're watching another episode of Mid-Mod Money, the show that teaches you how to buy and sell vintage items for a profit. Thank you for tuning in to this episode. Thank you for liking and subscribing. And remember to subscribe if you haven't, because the first Monday of every month we give away something free vintage to a subscriber who comments. So take care of that. Get your ducks in a row, everyone, and get in on that free giveaway. So this haul is interesting in that it is exclusively from the state of Maryland. Usually it's a little more diverse, got some West Virginia or some Pennsylvania. This thrift store haul is exclusively from Maryland. And I'm excited to bring it to you because it's high profit. And that's why we are here. So the first thing I found was this at the Habitat for Humanity home store. Would you look at this canary yellow 1960s thermometer or thermometer, depending on what part of the country you live in. This is a beautiful 60s item. As you can see, it was $2 American. And boy, that's undervalued. This is with no chips or scrapes or loss of paint, and that beautiful splash of pink. This is 60s as it gets. And I'm going to sell it for $16, which I'll give you. That's a power move. But I'm doing it because someone who has a mid-century kitchen, someone who values cool color and authentic mid-century stuff is going to pay $16 for the thermometer that I found at Goodwill in Maryland for $2. Next thing I found, also at the Goodwill in my hometown, this awesome matchbox holder. For you people of an age that don't, the younger generation might not remember this, but you'd put a box of matches, open it up, and then matches would come out. And this one's made in Hong Kong. Leads me to believe it's 60s, 70s, probably 70s. And it was $3. I'm going to sell this for $18. Great color, lid's intact, really amazing shape, made in Hong Kong. Next thing I found was this at the Goodwill. I got to give credit where credit's due. I find a ton of stuff at Goodwill. This is the sewing box with the kittens on the front. You know, see that. It's look at this. You open it up and the original paperwork is in there. Like a barn find, like a Lincoln found in a barn. Still has the original. Geez, I gotta learn how to operate this thing. Anyway, this is in mint condition. It's $2. It's nothing that fantastic, but I wasn't about to leave it there. Someone will pay $16 for that. I'll make $14 profit. You know, who cares? Next thing I found, now this is where I get excited because this is what I more or less collect. I love old vintage electronics. I love anything like lamps and motion lamps and weird lamps. This is a cool lamp. It's made by Hamilton Industries, and it's got an on and off switch, light or dark, I guess, depending. And it's got this that moves, and this, which if you pull that back, it will, hold on, it will rest and line up more or less just like that. It's got a cool design. This was $9. Now these lamps, telescoping or otherwise kind of lamps like this, these go anywhere from 30 to, depending on the color, they can go into $75, $100. This one is right in the middle, probably like $50. I paid $9 for it, which is kind of a lot. But if I can make $40 for this, it's on eBay right now. My seller is Gemini DLB. Look this up. This is for sale. $59 or $69 maybe is what I started it at. This was $9. I'm going to try to get full price right away and see what happens. Now, this next thing I found is a total enigma. I have, every once in a while, I did an episode earlier in the year where I found a bunch of mini pictures from Fiesta, and they just got brought out from the back. And well, that's what happened here. I was at Christian Crossing thrift store, and one of the volunteers came out, and she goes, well, if you collect little antique ceramic shoes, today's your lucky day. And she proceeded to set out pair after pair. Oh my goodness. After pair after pair. These are a quarter. After pair. Some singles. I think that might be a toothpick holder. Occupied Japan. Several of these are Occupied Japan. Some of them have dates written on them. 1946. After pair. Some of them so tiny. All of them were $3.50. $3.50 for these tiny pairs and a few singles of these antique ceramic shoes. And as she put them out, I took every one of them, assuming they have to be worth more than a quarter. And the problem with these that I see is that the market for these are dwindling because the people who collect this kind of stuff are unfortunately passing away, and that is why these whole collections become available in the first place. So the market for these is dwindling, to put it nicely, I guess. And so I don't know what they're worth. I mean, they might be worth $10 a pair. They might be worth $5 a pair, but they're probably, I'm conservatively, I'm going to say I'm going to make $50 off this, off of $3, and I think it's going to end up being a lot more because, like I said, some were Occupied Japan. A lot of them have these, they're handwritten in pencil, to and from. So I'm excited to get into that, but we are going to get into our very last thing here, which is where we're going to make our money this week, is what I found, again, at Christian Crossing, same thrift store in Oakland, Maryland. I found a bevy of Pyrex. I'm really late on the glass. The Corning Pyrex. This is a gravy. I believe that's a gravy boat for $1.50. And then, oh my word, these, I've never found these before. These dots, I've never found them. But this was $2.50. The blue, $2.50. Very coveted pattern in the world of vintage Pyrex. And then a plain yellow was $3. So I paid $9 for everything. And these dots are probably going to go in the $30 each. This yellow is about $20. Again, $30 for the blue, $30 for the yellow, $20. I'm looking at $90 off of $9 in Pyrex alone, which is an unheard of find to find this much Pyrex. Don't forget about the gravy boat. Don't sleep on that. So maybe it's closer to $100. I paid $38 for everything this week. $38. And I am going to make $285 when it's all said and done, through eBay, through Facebook Marketplace. I have 3 booths at antique malls in Pittsburgh, some space at an antique mall here in Maryland. So really putting it out there. I'm going to make $285 when it's all said and done. And anyone can do this. If you have Google Lens on your phone, if you love thrifting anyway, you will find stuff like this just out and around. So keep watching my show, Mid-Mod Money. Thank you for tuning in. And remember to always round up.